So before we cover the different types of cryptocurrencies, let's clear up some confusion by addressing a few things. First, Bitcoin isn't the only cryptocurrency. In fact, there's a lot of them out there. It's best to think of the current crypto market as akin to the stock market. There's many different cryptos, all with different objectives, circulating supplies, technologies, etc., just like stocks. And just like stocks, the more you study cryptocurrencies, the more you can begin to group similar ones together. Second, while all cryptocurrencies are different and unique in some way, they all, more or less, operate with some similar principles. A, they use what is known as coins, which are digital assets that can be traded. For example, I can trade my one Bitcoin for a certain number of a different cryptocurrency based on their current valuations. In this way, the cryptocurrency market is like a marketplace. You can trade one asset for another. B, almost every cryptocurrency uses a distributed ledger known as the blockchain. We'll cover what the blockchain is in the next video, but for now, understand that the blockchain is the key invention behind Bitcoin and every other cryptocurrency out there. Think of it like how the internet is the key piece of technology that allows companies like Google and Facebook and Amazon to operate in the way that they do and be successful. The blockchain is one of the most important inventions since the internet and is the beating heart behind cryptocurrencies. Okay, so with those addressed, let's talk about some of the biggest cryptocurrencies out there right now. You really can't talk about cryptocurrency without talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the first and most important cryptocurrency. You may have heard of it. In many ways, Bitcoin was created as a response to the 2008 financial crisis. There's no central clearinghouse or bank that issues Bitcoins. Instead, Bitcoins are mined by computers running complex mathematical problems. By mining Bitcoin, these computers secure the network, acting as the nodes on the blockchain. Because there are thousands of computers securing the network all over the world, Bitcoin has superior fraud protection and network resilience compared to more traditional centralized systems. In a single sentence, Bitcoin's blockchain is a database that uses incentivized computer mining to keep the network in sync and secured. Put another way, Bitcoin's blockchain is a payment network that can't be hacked, and it's impossible to counterfeit a Bitcoin. Two things which are big problems with today's government-issued currencies. One of the fundamental things to understand about cryptocurrencies is that because they're made from code, they do not operate under the same rules that dictate fiat currencies, which are your traditional government-issued currencies. For example, at the very most, you can split a US dollar 100 times. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is divisible to the 8th decimal place, allowing you to own 1/100 millionth of a Bitcoin. That's right, you don't need to buy an entire Bitcoin in order to invest in Bitcoin. You can buy the equivalent of $1 of Bitcoin, and that would be completely acceptable. So just because one Bitcoin is thousands or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars doesn't mean you have to own the whole thing. In fact, the vast majority of cryptocurrencies are highly divisible. Even if you only have $100 to invest, you can still build a solid mutual fund of the biggest cryptocurrencies out there. This is a popular investment strategy for those just getting into crypto, and one that we recommend to those looking to minimize risk in this highly volatile space. You can build a small portfolio using blue chip cryptocurrencies and then diversify if you feel comfortable taking on additional risk. So let's cover some of these other blue chip cryptocurrencies that are worth knowing about as alternatives to Bitcoin. This is where we use the slang term altcoin, which is short for alternative coin. Essentially, coins that are alternatives to Bitcoin. Altcoins are the alternative cryptocurrencies launched after the success of Bitcoin. The success of Bitcoin as the first peer-to-peer digital currency paved the way for many to follow. Many altcoins are trying to target any perceived limitations that Bitcoin has. As such, there is a great variety of altcoins. For example, one such altcoin is Litecoin. Litecoin pegs itself as the silver to Bitcoin's gold. Litecoin started as a copy, or known in the crypto space as a fork, of Bitcoin. So Litecoin's functionality is really not that different from Bitcoin. It's a digital currency that allows the store and transfer of value. To understand the motivations behind Litecoin, you have to understand that Bitcoin, being the oldest and by far the biggest cryptocurrency, unfortunately hasn't been able to evolve fast enough to keep up with all the demand. That's right, we live in a day and age where technology that is less than a decade old can be considered outdated in some respects. So Litecoin's major compelling feature is that it's much faster to transact and requires less fees for that transaction compared to Bitcoin. Hence, it's a Litecoin. But maybe you want privacy. With Bitcoin and Litecoin, transactions are pseudo-anonymous, meaning you don't need to know someone's name to transact with them. All you need for a cryptocurrency transaction is someone's public key. But if someone like the government really wanted to, it is possible to reverse engineer blockchain transactions because Bitcoin and Litecoin's blockchain are public. So all transactions are viewable by everyone. That's part of the anti-counterfeit, anti-fraud protection inherently built into Bitcoin and Litecoin's blockchains, is that everyone is watching everyone else. We'll cover this more when we talk about blockchain in the next video. But say you don't want that. Privacy, security, that matters to you. So you want coins like Monero, which allow truly anonymous transactions. There's certainly a market for these sorts of coins because privacy-oriented coins have been some of the hottest investments lately. But let's say you're a business and you want to utilize the benefits of the blockchain in your operations without having to build a blockchain from scratch. That's where we see the benefit of coins like Ethereum, which has quickly become one of the most important and highly valued cryptocurrencies out there. Ethereum is also one of the most innovative and technologically advanced cryptocurrencies, and their work is pushing the boundaries of what is possible with the blockchain. That's why we refer to them as Blockchain 2.0, because they have successfully broken the blockchain out of the mold of just being used as a peer-to-peer currency. Ethereum is going to change the way that businesses are built and even change aspects of the internet itself. It's a highly ambitious project and one of our favorite cryptocurrencies here at Ready Set Crypto. One of the things we specialize in is helping you identify altcoins that have the potential to be as big as the ones identified in this video. This is one of the most exciting aspects of being invested in cryptocurrencies. You are on the forefront of a new technology, and the highly speculative nature allows you to get in early on cryptocurrencies that have truly enormous upward gains. Unfortunately, this video can only barely scratch the surface of what's currently out there with cryptocurrency. But hopefully, we have given you some insight as to just how vast cryptocurrency has become in a short amount of time, and that cryptocurrency is a whole lot more than just Bitcoin. Cryptocurrency is one of the most exciting investment opportunities today, and a lot of why that is due to the underlying technology, the blockchain, which we'll cover more in the next video. Thanks for watching.